Alright everyone, so we're here and another video. So we're gonna go about frickin' building an AP Sona that rushed an Ardent Censer. For those of you that don't know, Ardent Censer is like currently like broken League of Legends, right? Like you can't win a game unless you have it. So Ardent Censer gives you 60 ability power plus 10 cooldown reduction, 50 base mana plus 10% heal and shield power. But your heals and shields on another allied champion grant them 20% to 35% attack speed, and their attacks drain 20 to 35% health on hit. So the steroid that it gives for an AD in lane is ridiculous, and then when you move to the team fight, it's pretty crazy. It really shows why Janna has been able to abuse Ardent Censer so well. So lane matchups are MF and a Yasuo against myself and a Tristana. So they're pretty even, I'd say. But I think after the Ardent Censer, we're going to go straight into a Lich Bane. God dang. Maybe. That wind wall ridiculous. And so that was pretty dumb of me. But undo. After the Lich Bane, maybe I don't know, probably go into a redemption. Because what you have to look at is Ardent Censer works on every heal. So as you can see, I took heal in lane as well. And then you have Sona's W that's going to heal, as well as Redemption that's going to heal. And so it's a lot of ways to proc the Ardent Censer passive. And so what's in lane? They got a pretty strong lane, I'll give that to them. Like, they got a pretty powerhousey lane. But I think we'll be just fine. And then once we hit the team fights and everything like that, having Ardent Censer already finished is going to provide us a lot of sustain to the team and a good team fight. So right now we're just trying to make it through the lane. But like I said, they got a pretty dual heavy lane down here, so it's gonna make it a little bit difficult on us, but I think we'll be just fine, to be honest. Tristana's gonna scale a lot better. Yasuo, as long as we don't feed him terribly much, then we'll be fine there. So alright. So we got his wind wall out of him, so that's nice. We gotta be careful because he's gonna start ulting here pretty soon, and that's gonna be annoying, but we'll be fine. We'll take care of this ward. And then so there's Kane. He's level 6 already. That kind of sucks, but you know, hey, it happens, I guess. But like I said, in my opinions and through stats, like, you can see that like Riot effectively broke Ardent Censer. And it may not seem like that much, but when you think about a late game and you're giving an 80 carry or something like that, 25% attack speed, that's a 25 to 30% depending on level. That's a lot of attack speed when you think about it. So you can see how much of a detriment that could create. So I don't know why Talon's still down here. He needs to go away, but looks like Yas might die to that, so that would be nice. But it sucks that we had a 4-man dive, but and that's good. Alright. So like I said earlier, we're gonna rush Ardent Censer and we'll get around to that, but that was so stupid, man. Oh god. I'm actually, yeah, we'll keep this for now. This kind of sucks. They got a powerhouse lane, like, so you got a Cassin who's just gonna roam a lot, with a Talon who's just gonna roam a lot. So there's gonna be a lot of roaming. And we have a Mundo in the jungle over a Kayn in the jungle, so Kayn's gonna be around a lot more than the Mundo is, honestly. But I honestly think that late game, this game's gonna be ours. So. And so, Yasuo is just going to talk shit the whole game. We'll proc that spell shield so he doesn't have it, but I was hoping he'd ult, but didn't. Hopefully we'll be able to take that out of his repertoire, but he was smart and didn't. So, Kayn got our red, which kind of sucks, but oh well. It happens. I have ulti. She has ulti. So, lane's actually been pretty quiet, to be honest. But like, we definitely have a stronger. Get him! Like, what are we waiting on? Come on! That was a good dive. Good job. That was good. And you saw, like, that was just without Ardent Censer. Now imagine that dive and that lifesteal with Ardent Censer if we would have had it. Oop. That was awesome. That was a good job. So, like I said, that was a really good flip for us, so. That was awesome. We need to get out of here, though. That's not a place that we want to sit there and, like, all of us are below half-life. We don't want to sit there. But as you can see, like, that stuff's like ridiculous. That's something that makes Sona such a powerhouse in a game. Is just her ability just to spam. And you have somebody like Janna who has her ult that can apply Ardent Censer to everyone that's inside of it, but you can only use it when it's off cooldown. You figure that you have a champion who can sustainably just spam her heals. Like late game, like there's no way that you're going to, like, I'm gonna say this and it's probably get flamed for, but you're not gonna run out of mana unless you're out there for freaking 10-15 minutes and don't recall. Like, you're not going, it's not gonna happen. So I don't think we're gonna get this freaking Ah, he did get it. That's nice. Good job. So you just saw it, like he healed for 106, like through Ardent Censer. Like that's dumb, man. Like you can't. How do you deal with something like that?
Your turret has been destroyed.
I'll cover mid while Talon's gone. And then we'll see how that goes from there. So, I think it's going to be a good idea. Shh. So. We burnt the flash there in order to try to get over here and be able to affect something, but I don't think it's going to work, to be honest. Outside. And we were able to like repel him, but and I still have my heal up, which means if we get into any place any dangerous, I'll stay here with him, give him, just ensure that he has some heals, but we should get out of there. I guess that was a good trade, like 3 of them for 1 of us. Like, I guess that's not terrible, you know? But alright, so that's just all. I finished my Ardent Censer. We'll get just the frickin' the eye just so we have some wards and we'll go back out. So my thoughts with this is that if you have like an MF in lane, right? You figure that if she takes Duskblade with Ardent Censer and you and Sona, you're gonna have your Q, which is going to empower their allied for an additional 30 plus right now 17 magic damage. You're gonna have her love tap, which is gonna do bonus damage, and then you're gonna give them the additional attack speed off Ardent Censer. And so you figure maybe effectively doing maybe 50% more damage than you normally would be. Like that's a sustainable good amount of damage. Like I don't think you could really ask for much more. They're pushing that top pretty hard, so we're gonna try to fight this. And his freaking pro ward guy. He's gonna die to that. Oof. So right now we don't really have a lot of mana regen, so that kind of sucks for us, but we'll grab it. How many Yasuo and MF in the same lane I feel like also did them pretty bad. Like you figure you have 2 carries that both who need to kind of like snowball a little bit to be like really worth anything, and you didn't really allow them a solo lane, and they're both sharing for that kill. So I don't think that was a really smart decision on their part, but we'll see how this goes. I'm about halfway. That was close. So next up, we're gonna build that Lich Bane, because like I said, we're gonna kind of go like a really like AP heavy build. Now that we've finished Ardent Censer, and I feel like in doing so, that we're gonna be able to deal a lot of damage. So you're effectively having a support who can almost dual hat without needing to do much. so dragon's coming up. We should be looking towards that here pretty soon and go there. Me and her, we can take this. I'm not too worried about it. And those heals are just dumb. Goodbye. So get that stun off before he could actually steal the dragon. So he couldn't freaking smite it, and then we'll just kill him from there. He's obviously on cooldown because he just came into the lane like using it, so there's that. Like Sona, like, I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Sona, but I thought this video would be cool to make just to show like how much influence Ardent Censer can make on a game. Like, that's the only item I have besides obviously the I have Oasis, but you figure like the influence that you have is so great even with just that you can't really do much, like, to be honest. It gives somebody who can like, they're not even like focusing, and like nobody died. You're gonna die there, but that's fine. We buzzed her ult. We'll get out of here and call it like that. So it just goes to show how truly powerful it is. But we also got a good team, and they're not being stupid, so that's how you go, right? Alright, so as I said, Lich Bane next. Or should we run the Redemption next? Just another way to proc our Ardent Censer. We'll go that first, and then we'll hit up the Lich Bane next. And so we're gonna go like that. Just more ways to be able to proc that passive from Ardent Censer and have a good time. I kind of feel bad, and none of them are really building any MR whatsoever, so it's gonna suck for them if the game goes to me getting Lich Bane unless we end before that, which would be upsetting. I think me and her can fight this. I have a pretty strong feeling that me and her can fight this, but there's that. The heals, we're on the chase. 3 of them are down. So this might be GG here, boys. If we can get this tower, so Sona just going ham, Tristana going ham, Ardent Censer going ham. Like, we just, boy, this is just ridiculous. Alright, so meow. I left Trish, she got shut down, but that's fine. They're probably gonna come up. MF's probably gonna ult like I thought. Oh, good wind wall. Yes, I'll give you that. So this could be detrimental. Maybe not. So we were able to keep them alive, ult them to ensure that He's gonna die for it, but we're gonna grab him anyway. Shield him and go like that, and that's gonna be a good game. We should get out. We have no minions. So, alright. Let's just get out of here. Down there we go. Nice counter pick, Quinn. That's funny. He's just savaging all over to him, but I kind of try to ignore the chat, so. Alright. So, as promised, pick up a Sheen. Pick up that. And we'll be back out with our ult coming off cooldown in 15 seconds. Redemption already off cooldown. We'll be ready to go. So I'm gonna start doing more videos like this, just things that I think that are like really broken inside the meta. If you guys have any ideas, anything y'all would like to see, just give me a shout out. You can find me on Twitter. I'll link it in the description, as well as any videos that you'd like to see. Like I said, just find me on there. So he's dead. And we'll continue right down the way. He dead. We'll go like that. She's gonna keep going for it. And I guess she just gets out of the redemption. That's fine, I guess. I guess she didn't see that, but you know, hey, whatever, right? It happens. Goodbye. And that's gonna be GG, boys. So like I said, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop it that like. It just goes to show that frickin' Ardent Censer is just stupid right now. So drop a like, sub, follow, find me on Twitter. You can find all my updates there, and I hope you enjoyed the video.